Immer auf dem Laufenden sein, das ist mein tägliches Geschäft. Ich bin in meinem Job viel unterwegs und will keine wichtigen Nachrichten verpassen. Ich nutze das Mobilportal von N24. Da habe ich jederzeit und überall alles aus Wirtschaft, Politik und Sport. Einfach den Browser im Handy öffnen, m.n24.de eingeben und lossurfen. Außerdem gibt's mehrmals täglich die N24 Kompaktnachrichten als Videoclip.
Das Mobilportal von N24 auf m.n24.de.
Ich will nicht mehr darauf verzichten.
Der Pro7 Videopodcast.
Michael, it's a pleasure to have you in Berlin.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Me, I'm very good. This is a beautiful place.
And it's an amazing movie. To be honest, what is it like to, as a director, after a first movie that has basically blown everyone's mind, has made more than $700 million at the box office, to do a second one? How do you approach such a project?
You just try to make it different. This one, we made a conscious effort to make it much more of an adventure. It's got a wider scope. We shot in Egypt and Jordan and parts of Shanghai and all over America. So.
You just mentioned Egypt. Interesting fact is that you are one of the only filmmakers that has gotten a license to film in Egypt in the past couple of decades. How did you get it, and why was it so important for you to be filming in Egypt for the story?
Well, I like to shoot things real in the real places. Most filmmakers wouldn't go to the trouble of trying to get permission to shoot on the pyramids. And they haven't allowed films to shoot there in a very long time, but Dr. Hawass, who runs the pyramids, was a fan of the first Transformers. So I'm very good at weaseling my way into locations.
It looks like an exhausting shoot for someone like you because you do so many things. You wrote parts of the story, you're directing the whole thing, you're second AD. I mean, you focus on most of the things that happen in the movie. Don't you feel like after the first one that you needed a break? But instead you did a second one. Will you ever be doing like a small budgeted movie?
Yes, I am. I'm just going to sleep for a year. Yeah, but no, it's fun. This is what I love doing.
Is it like a little kid on a playground, you know, playing around with the Transformers and letting things explode? And, you know, what's the feeling for you as a director? Is the focus on the work, or is it the enjoyment and the fun always?
Well, you got to focus on the story, but it is a lot of fun, and it's very challenging. Some of the things we do is very dangerous, so you got to be very careful. I wouldn't do it at home, but it is a really fun experience.
But
it's not. It doesn't come easy. It's like painstakingly long hours, and I mean, I physically just finished the movie on Wednesday.
Because you went to the premiere in where was it, Tokyo?
We were in Seoul and Japan, and the movie still wasn't finished.
But now we have the finished version here tonight.
No, this is not finished.
Okay, you're still doing a couple of touches.
No, they just have an earlier version. But
okay,
what do I need?
But it's exciting. Now, but really
this
quickly,
is in Transformers 2 tonight in here.
Okay, it's okay, good. Yeah, that's very exciting to know. 6 of my top 10 favorite movies are Michael Bay movies.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Bad Boys 1 and 2, Armageddon. No. No. You can come back to my house and look at my DVD cupboard, and it says everything. Okay. But what I wanted to get at is Transformers fans all over the world. How much influence did they actually have, you know, on parts of the story and on the Autobots and Decepticons?
They have quite a bit of input because I listened to them. They wanted more robot fighting. I gave them that. They wanted more robots. I gave them that. So they're not going to write the story for us, but they do have input.
Great. Thank you, Michael. Enjoy the rest of the evening.